Shit, 2 Kickstarters and they couldn't get it funded. Gamers are stupid sometimes.
ATF Shipyard. Autopilot activated.
Yeah, exactly. And like shields had emitters and weak spots. Like, you know, it came out like a torus around the ship, and if you could get a shot into that little hole in the top or the bottom, then you could hit the projector directly, and it was just so neat. I ought to check it out on Steam again. I think I have it. If not, it's cheap. Might have to stream that sometime. What would you guys think to a RimWorld stream maybe tomorrow or later today? Just speaking of different games, it's another one of those blind plays. I've never actually played it.
Advanced satellite ejected. Autopilot off. Terran Task Force. Gate Uranus.
Cool. Yeah, I know RimWorld is not a trivial game to play. Okay. Yeah, it might end up being a tomorrow type of thing. I feel bad that last week I was talking on Saturday about, oh yeah, I'll play some more on Sunday. And then never did. Just wasn't feeling too well this past week. There were several... No, I wanted to live stream in the mornings too, and just didn't feel good. I don't know why this ship is compelled to park right at this gate to do all its tumbling. Good kitten.
Engine system Uranus.
You are talking to
I'm such a child.
I've got some transmitting information now.
3 sectors. No.
You are talking?
It'd be neat to live here in one of these systems. It's so spread out. So much to do. All these different factories and a mining outpost and defense stations. You know, there's living quarters for lots of people. Another thing about RimWorld, bury all bodies. God, you gotta work on your spelling, dude. Bury all bodies of humans you don't butcher, get negatives to see bodies. Oh, I see. It's hard to parse the more misspellings there are in a sentence. Just, I'm not trying to rip on you, I'm just saying.
Advanced satellite ejected. Incoming message.
Incoming message, what the hell? Oh yeah, ha, look at that, Fanon's in the red. They have negative 9.5 million credits. Wah, wah. They have 36 military ships, 1 factory. Good girl. 2 sellers and 3 traders. You're so cute. This cat hugs me. Like, she will actually get up on my shoulder, drape her arms over my shoulder, and nuzzle into my head. Like she just did just now. She's just so cute. Never had an animal that does this. I'm not complaining at all. I'm happy. I like Pixel. Oh, Druzzle. You asshole. See? It's harder than it sounds, isn't it? Ooh, they're selling their product. I like how this universal trader is still hanging out in one of the training sectors, because it's the most profitable. Oh yeah, what are the scans coming out like? Oh wow. Those are some amazing yields. So we could put a silicon mine and a crystal fab up here too, and that would complete the whole circuit. Oh yeah, it's okay. It's okay, Pixel. Just shifting a wire. You're good. Alright, so we could do that. Where am I? There I am. So if we price this in Seaswell again... No crystal fab. Well, son of a bitch. We can do silicon mines. No crystal fab. That's kind of weird. And don't they require food? So you have to build this fucking... Right, you have to build the flower farm and the... sun oil, whatever that is. That's a mess. There's none of that here to supply it either. So I'd have to build it all up. So we'd need sun oil, another 1,000,000. Flower farm, that's nothing. And that would supply food for 1 M station, so that would keep the silicon mine going. So I'd need another one of those, another flower farm, just to get a crystal fab going, and they don't sell them. Lol. Oh, there we go. Wow, crystal fabs are pricey. Yeah, no kidding. I just can't afford the Saturn complexes at the moment, otherwise I totally would. I'd totally do that. Alright, what now? Nothing in Uranus.
Jump device charging at 10%. Entering system, Uranus 2.
Oh yeah, I know. You have one station churning out a product, instead of dozens of stations all supporting each other to churn out one product.
You are talking. Encoding data for transmission.
Ship for sale. Meh. Man, that thing is still not there. Almost there. No? What do you prefer then? You prefer to build them kind of by hand? You masochist? A scimitar bailed, but that brigantine is still close by. No one's going to be scalping that anytime soon. Yeah, you can get out of that area.
Docking granted. Command accepted.
Station connectors are kind of neat. Complex hubs is what they're called. So you plop down one station, and you plop down another station next to it, within 20 kilometers, I think. Then you take a complex construction kit, you plop it down as kind of a third station, but when you do, you have to make it within 20k of the other two stations. And when you plop it down, the game asks you to select two stations. And so you pick the first two stations you dropped, and then when you're done, when you've done that, the complex hub becomes the only place where you can dock, and it acts like it's a station comprised of both stations you connected. So you can connect, you keep doing that, put down station after station and keep linking them up, and you eventually end up building a giant complex with all these different stations that are connected together. They act like they're one unit. So whatever their total requirements are, and their product outputs are all combined. It's really neat.
Advanced satellite ejected.
Man, this sector's so big that satellite doesn't cover everything.
Autopilot activated.
Gonna have to actually drop down a second one. BT Badger, BT Badger.
Advanced satellite ejected.
There we go. Now we can see.
Jump device charging at 10%. 20. 30.
Yeah.
40.
The way Rebirth did stations was kind of neat.
60.
The
70.
The only bummer, there were two complaints. The first is
Uranus 3.
the first is just that the economy in the game wasn't really balanced, so it could stall.
Autopilot activated.
Unless you started building like a lot of shit, it would just not function. It would eventually run out and stop moving. So nobody would buy or sell anything because they run out of stuff. And nobody's producing. But you can fix that by adjusting what stations get spawned and just plopping extra stuff down. The bigger complaint I had with it is that they're just there's no customization. You just get, this is the type of station you're building. That's it. I mean, you can pick and choose the individual extras that you build, but they're all prefab. They're all set. So there's no such thing as a complex, even though they call some complexes. They build a few things, but like, you can't build... Oh, I'm trying to think of an example. You couldn't build a water refinery that also does metalworking and metallurgy and builds ship components, because there's no concept of combining stations or connecting them.
Hey.
Aww, that's adorable. Hello, Sammy Egg. With a tail. Oh, he's biting her too. Be nice to Sammy.
He was fine until
Until I noticed him.
Advanced satellite ejected.
He's like, don't show me to him, you...
Wanted out when I let Rugen in, so I had to pick him up, and that's the position I picked him up in, and it was cute.
Aw.
We had a very interesting dinner, by the way.
Can you... I'm sorry, can you put this back in the fridge? I started to get sick, and it's not sitting well with me.
Can we throw this away then?
It's not the ham. I was starting to feel bad before I started eating the ham. Well, you know, specialized is okay, but some of us like to play with amalgamations. I want to build a Walmart. One giant station. Feed it all the raw materials. It produces all the things. It's just different play styles, really.
Jump device charging at 10%. 20. 30.
If you get into late game Litcubes, you definitely want Saturn complexes. There's really no getting around it.
Entering system. Pluto.
Because of how much you need. 2 ships for sale. Ooh, what's a scabbard? It's a teepee for my bunghole.
Encoding data for transmit.
Nope, he wants full price, he can go to hell.
Is there something I can... Transmitting information.
Both of them. I can see that. It doesn't cheat... Well, you still have to buy all the component stations. It just automates doing it. But, you know, if you want to build a 400 that produces, you know, 400 output of... the output of 400 factories, you still have to buy all the different factories that supply it and cram them into the station. For it to work, and it just handles all the pipes and connections for you. And it needs no external resources. It has enough to make everything on its own. I mean, you pay through the nose for it. But, yeah, it does away with having to actually hook it all up. I've actually had people tell me before that when it comes to missiles and that sort of stuff, it's often faster and cheaper to build individual stations or factories and just supply them rather than going with Saturns. Yeah. Hey, Pixel.
Advanced satellite ejected.
Alright, nothing in Neptune either.
Jump device charging at
Oops.
10%. 20.
Wrong button.
30.
My cat is partially covering or obscuring my view of the keyboard.
Entering system. Neptune.
God, these systems are so huge. You know, I hadn't thought of doing that. Just setting up all 5s or maybe, well, maybe 10s. But yeah, something small. That's a good idea.
Advanced satellite ejected.
Damn it, wrong button again.
Entering system. Kuiper belt.
Queefer!
You are talking?
What's biting? You're cutting things, patching through the information now. Are you
Patrol against
interested?
Xenons here in Queefer Belt. There is no backup here. I do need to get on their good side, and we have been staring at stars for like an hour. Alright, we'll try it.
Advanced satellite ejected.
Fuck.
Orbital patrol base. Docking granted. Autopilot activated.
What's north of here? Oh, Oort Cloud, right.
Autopilot off. Autopilot activated.
Yeah, definitely. That's a really good idea. Yeah. Right, just a handful of freighters to... No, you wouldn't even need that. Because the missile factories don't produce that many at a time. So you could just have one freighter making a circuit, picking up everything that's there and going to the next, picking up, going to the next. Yeah, Torrent, I kind of think they're done with that with Rebirth. And I really hope they're building an X4 type game with the Rebirth engine. That would just be amazing. And I agree, they're probably cranking away on a new game.
Advanced satellite ejected.
And I will buy it, whatever it is. Because they're probably one of the best developers I've ever interacted with.
Autopilot off.
So they automatically get my money and support. Didn't I say I was going to do this mission? Yeah, okay. Let's save. When is Gamescom? Or Gamecom?
You are talking?
What's cutting things, patching through the information?
Alright, we'll do it! Oh, hey, look, some escort appeared. Oh, cool. Well, this patrol's in the bag. Well, they're worth supporting no matter what,
Xenon.
no matter where they hail from. They're just really good developers. They produce some very unique games
Xenon P.
that nobody else even tries to make. Oh, okay. And, you know, they deserve support just for trying to fill this niche. Yeah, E3 is pretty pricey, isn't it? Costs an arm and a leg just to attend. Or, well, to attend, but to show, too. I don't think I'm going to get a single shot. Because they're going to kill that P.
No
It's dead.
Xenon LX.
They're going to kill everything.
Xenon M.
It's
No
dead.
aim. ATF military tire.
Yeah. I imagine at this point it's probably in the 6 digits range, or 6-figure range. Well, a bunch of Xenon appeared and they died. I was patrolling. Yay. Do we count that as a victory? What? Oh. Wrong button again.
You are talking. You are talking.
Yeah, exactly. Plus all the gear and transporting everything.
Pirate Elite.
Shit. Totally missing with the keyboard here. It's not funny. Well, it is. It's just also annoying me. Yeah. And for a German developer, too, it's even more... Or overseas at all. E3 is in the States, so they have to hop the pond just to get over here. God damn, they respond fast. Why don't they respond this fast when my shit's getting shot up? Kill stealers.
No aim. ATM.
Yeah,
military
definitely.
Escort for Dandy.
Alright, who's doing what? Get a mineral scanner on him.
Command.
Scan me some asteroids.
Mako.
Meh.
Sold.
And Mako wasn't really too profitable, but whatever. Let's sell this.
Sold.
Made some decent profit there. Oh, what, Gamescom is getting smaller? What's going down in 3? Oh, that scimitar. Let's go get that scimitar. Wait for this mission to finish.
Incoming message.
I love that sarcastic, passive-aggressive, well, you technically did something.
Jump device charging at 10%.
Oh, gotcha.
20. 30. 40.
Blech.
Entering system.
How long is Gamescom? Like, how long does it last? A couple days or a whole week?
Alert. Missile frozen. Pirate Jaguar. Pirate Buzzard.
I wonder if you could get away with just making this, making the show longer and just spreading out who's presenting and what. Maybe 2 weeks and just like trade everything out for. All right, here's the first week's presenters and keynotes and all that. And then we're starting over for another week. Well, give me the ship. Oh, that was somebody else. Yeah. You don't need to breathe where you're going.
Jaguar.
Hey, nice. A Jaguar bailed too.